It's a beautiful day in Paducah, Kentucky. A little brisk, but such is winter. And things are organized enough that I thought I'd give a little tour of my new home. So I'm on a pretty busy street connects two neighborhoods that are really busy. And I'm going to cross the street and hope I don't get run over. So this used to be a real estate business for many years. The woman that owned it just kept building on. And obviously she loved landscaping, and I have to learn how to take care of these bushes. So it's zoned both commercial and residential, which means that I can live here and have a business. So thanks to my mom, we're going to give this a try, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that it works. So the goal is to have a place for both Artizan Made and TAFA, the two online businesses that I work with. So look at these doors. Aren't they just gorgeous? Then we'll go inside, and the two doors have stained glass windows that the former owner bought from a church that closed many years ago. We come in. Welcome to my new home. And that's Tor over there. I can't tell if this is in focus or not. So this is the entrance, and I'm still putting things in place, and this is a nice space to welcome people, have little gatherings, and these are my folk art things. And so to the left, this is the original part of the house, was this room here and the two rooms back there and the kitchen, which is gated. So we go back to the back here and open this door, and this is the first bedroom, where I hope to have lots of people come visit and stay. And look at this. So you can see the outside yard through there and that window. And it has a big walk-in closet, and I'm keeping this for my use. I didn't have any closets where I used to live. And I'm still organizing things, but what I really love is being able to have a place for linens. And so we go back out here. And then there's a second room, which I hope to... It's a big mess right now. But this room can either be Airbnb, or I can have a roommate who doesn't have any stuff, because I have way too much stuff. Or I could have a student live here or something. I need to make income from this room, and I haven't figured out what yet. And it also comes with a walk-in closet, which right now I'm just dumping things that I need to process and figure out what to do with yet. This big house has only one small bathroom, which is kind of the downside, and it serves its purpose. But I wish there were two. So this was the original part of the house, and then she became the first female real estate agent in the state of Kentucky. And the owner her daughter gave me a picture of, can you see there? I don't know if you can see, if it's in focus, but she's right in the middle here, and the only woman. So they told her that look at the outside, isn't that pretty? Obviously I need to clean it and do some trimming. So they told her that if she wanted to be in business, she had to have a commercial side to the house. So she added this part on, which was her office, and which is now becoming our little boutique for Artizan Made and TAFA. And it's starting to look so cute. I've got 3 people that have sent me things so far, and then I have a bunch of stuff left over from my old shops. This is Jane Porter in her kimono. She takes vintage kimono and then adds silk onto them. And then she makes these beautiful scarves. The lighting in here is really bad, and I need to work on that. These are all her pieces here. Well, you probably can't see it very well. And then we have Maya Weavers from Guatemala. It's a fair trade group that they're members of both Artizan Made and TAFA. And haven't figured out how to display their things really well yet, but they have table runners, napkins, and aprons. And then Rose Hughes is a local artist and friend, and she's also a member of both. She brought in a whole bunch of small pieces, and then she's our first show in the Bird Room Gallery, which you'll see in just a bit. And these are just, there's, lots of room yet. And then a friend of mine in Chicago is a collector of Mexican folk art and sent a bunch of repeals. And I still have to process everything and inventory things and get receipt books and business cards, but it's all starting to come together. I love how the colors are all working really well together too. So there's the other stained glass door at the back there. And then this area, I still don't have much in there. And then we go into this other room, and we just pulled this together a couple days ago. Rose Hughes is the first exhibitor, and she's she's lived in a lot of places, but she moved here from California. And that's my friend Elizabeth's repeal there. And the lighting in here is really bad too, but I hope you can see it. She has her own applique process, and she works a lot with silk, so the sheen is just gorgeous. These will be here through the end of January. And that stained glass window belongs to the house. And then this is Rose's Joshua tree. And then this is a couple of winter scenes. And these are my birds, poor things. It's chilly in here because the duct isn't working properly, so I keep them covered. And I have a heat lamp on them. And I have a vacuum in here that I use every day to keep it nice and clean. And I didn't get my Christmas stuff set up yet. And there's my snake from my old store in Chicago that Andy Peel made, a good friend of mine. That's my logo for Ryla Art. So this room will keep changing with different exhibits, and we've got a couple tables here where we can have meetings or do some art or anything that's dry and not messy. So now I'll show you the back space. So this part right here was added on, and then she added that spot, and then that door over there next to the winter things goes out to the garage, which is full of stuff, but which could also be made into another workroom or gallery or something down the road. Now the kitchen is part of the original house too, and I have 4 cats and a dog, and they're not allowed in the other area there. That's Dolly. So the challenge was how to keep them out of the space, and then there's this big window here and the screen door, and they're supposed to stay off the counters, but we're working on that. So that's the stove and oven, and I don't have a dishwasher, but I'm used to that, but there's a hole there for one, so hopefully eventually it'll happen. So this is where I spend most of my time. And there's Tor, he's my little chihuahua, and all my stuff from around the world. It's a really pleasant space to be in. And here's my computer area, also not completely set up yet. Little stained glass window lamp there that belongs to the house. And then this is what I really love. This is my hopefully studio area where I'll be able to make my own art again. I haven't done anything for a long time. That looks into the kitchen there. And then this patio is just going to be wonderful. The house is completely covered with this greenery. It's just so peaceful, and the fencing is all falling down, and so if I'm able to buy the house, that's one of the things that I want to redo. And I need to get a nice patio table and chairs, and so then there's Tor again. He's such a good little boy. At night I like to watch TV and do some knitting, and that's where I sit. And so this is kind of the, oh, and this is a gas fire, and it's just wonderful, just really cozy. Stuff, art stuff, supplies, art stuff. And then I sleep back here with my animals, and that's Charlie. And then this is all fabric, and that door goes out to the bird room gallery. So there's another room right here that is actually pretty big, and it's kind of like a potting room, but the door on it is really bad, and it's full of crickets right now. So if I can get that fixed, I can put a lot of this fabric in there. So that's it. I hope a lot of you come and visit, and we'll see. It's a wonderful place, and I'm so thrilled to be here. Happy to share it with you.